This is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. Today I want to talk about the match on Wednesday night between Al Nasr and FC Goa in the AFC Champions League 2. Match round 4 in Group D. FC Goa had lost all their 3 matches so far. Al Nasr had won all 3 matches so far. In the last encounter, Al Nasr won 2-1 in Goa. And there was one big question before the game that the Goa fans and Indian football fans in general had. Cristiano Ronaldo, would he be in the squad? Would he play a few minutes? Would Cristiano Ronaldo play? Yes or no? And the answer was known when the match sheets came out and Cristiano Ronaldo was not on the list. Al Nasr actually played 10 Saudi Arabians plus a Brazilian. So that meant, once more, rather a B team than their best, but one has to be honest from Al Nasr's perspective. 3 wins out of 3. FC Goa 3 losses out of 3. They have competitive matches in the Saudi Pro League, in the knockouts of the AFC Champions League 2. So not only resting Cristiano Ronaldo, but resting other players as well. But what was evident in that game, which Al Nasr in the end won 4-0, the gulf of difference between where a top Indian club stands at this moment in time and where a top Asian club stands at this moment in time. The Saudi Arabian players were in control. FC Goa, there was fight, there was grit. But one thing which I did not understand is Manolo Marquez put no defensive midfielder onto the field. He put Borja Herrera, Dejan Drazic, and Iker Gurucena in positions like try to be a 6, try to be an 8, try to be the blockers. Something which these guys don't naturally do. They are attacking players. They are good, maybe on the wings, maybe in a 10, maybe even as a 9. But anyway, that was what Manolo Marquez chose as a system rather than using a Sahil Tavora or an Ayush Chhetri in that position. The question then was, how would they cope? And FC Goa actually played well in the first half an hour. Yes, Al Nasr had much more of the ball, but except Wesley's attempt, there wasn't really much to talk about. Then a foul in the 35th minute from Javi Siverio and Abdul Rahman Gharib with the free kick. Yeah, nearly perfect because he hits the underside of the crossbar, ball bounces into the net, a deserving 1-0 lead for Al Nasr at the break. After the break, Al Nasr upped the tempo. One could see that if you are trying to defend throughout your 90 minutes, it puts added pressure on a team like FC Goa, who normally like to play football, who are creative. It puts pressure on you physically, but also mentally as a footballer if you have to defend. A good pass. Again, Gharib in the 53rd minute makes it 2-0. And then Mohamed Maran in the 65th minute. Yeah, little bit of luck. But again, he just has to tap it in. 3-0 Al Nasr. And then they start to make substitutions. João Felix comes on. Sadio Mane comes on. Brozovic comes on. They bring on some of their big names. And you suddenly see in the last quarter of the game what kind of pressure Al Nasr can create. Yes, Goa tried to play around. They changed their formations. Dejan Drazic on the wing was, as I would have expected, was much better in that position, or even created 1 or 2 chances and even got shots on goal. But we saw in the last 15 minutes, yeah, if a Sadio Mane and if a João Felix want to play football, what it means. 84th minute, a pass through. Sadio Mane somehow keeps the ball in, beats Jerry, puts the ball in. Yeah, it's not a bicycle kick, it's a side volley. It's something between that. João Felix, 84th minute, a class goal. And then you thought, or I feared, I was doing a live watch along on my channel. Hopefully FC Goa doesn't fall apart. Al Nasr had a few more chances, but it stayed 4-0. But the end result was clear to me looking at some of the best players in the world playing against us. The difference between Indian club football or Indian football and Saudi Arabian football, and if you put on top of that players like Mane, Brozovic and Joao Felix, the difference is even bigger. But still, I'm proud what the Goas played. They tried, but this was and is a level too high for them. Once again, Al Nasr 4, FC Goa 0. FC Goa's got 2 more matches to play in the AFC Champions League 2, and maybe against Al Zafra and Istiklal get a point or maybe even a win. What do you guys think about this game, about the difference in standard and class? Anything maybe I missed or you want to add? Write those things down in the comments below. And as always, like, share and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias, visit arunfoot.com, and I'll be back very soon. So Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.